Got Damo, best newsbreaker in football. Nice to see you, Damo.
Hello, Jim.
We got a man who spends more time out than in these days. Bill Brownless has just wandered in. Hello to you, Fat.
Jimmy, and good to be here. I'll tell you what, very interesting day's football today, my friend.
Yes.
Interesting game here, Carlton Freo. Later today, of course, the Suns and... Saints, thank you. And then tonight, even the Hawks and Crows. Very, very interesting.
Thank you, Bill. Just running us through the games on a Saturday. Nice to see you, Brian.
Who cares, Bill?
Well, I reckon people will care, Brian. That's the problem. You don't care about...
No, I do, Bill.
No, you don't.
But I just take it one game at a time.
Oh, all right.
Nice to see you, Bristol, and also you, Duck. Both fresh back from Sydney.
Yeah, g'day, gentlemen. No, very fresh. Up early. I got the early. Can you believe it? I got an earlier flight than BT back. That is
extraordinary.
Unheard of.
Well, you're fresher than Bristol because you've got cleaner air out of the air conditioning in the plane, Brian.
Oh, JB, I'm very unhappy at the treatment that I received upon leaving Adelaide, because we're in Adelaide on Thursday
witnessed
night.
This happen.
We jumped in the car. We got there awfully early so that everything would work out nicely for us. And just as we're approaching the security checkpoint, which is quite a long queued sort of operation at Adelaide Airport, I decided that if I was managed to sneak a couple of places forward in the queue, that I'd put a bit of time between myself and one duck. And my thinking for that was, I've got the metal knee, I've got to get scanned, so I need about a minute ahead of him to be able to get to the Virgin Lounge
I saw
first,
you push forward. I wondered why.
to then make sure I would get the upgrade first, right? So we go through security. I've done it brilliantly. A new scanner was opening, and I'm first in. So I've picked up 2 or 3 minutes, and I'm looking real good at this stage. I've gone through full neck search. They've even checked my bags with the explosive stuff, and that was all good. And still, Duck's caught back in the queue. Then I'm thinking I'm 2 or 3 minutes ahead of him. So I waddle down to the Virgin Lounge, and I go in, and as I approached the reception area with the 2 ladies sitting at the Virgin Lounge, I looked at them both and I said, which of you, in my own mind, is the junior and which is the senior?
Yes.
Which one knows how to use the computer better than the other?
Yes.
And because there's always one training.
Yep,
and
that's it.
You know, hopeless. They take hours to get you going. So I had a bit of a punt, and I picked the wrong one. And anyway, she's poking around on the computer, and I said, upgrade to Sydney, upgrade to Sydney. I'm getting more and more anxious because I could see Duck coming down the corridor.
That's it.
And upgrade to Sydney, and she's going, yes, sir, yes, should be something available. And 3 minutes later, Duck walks into the other girl, the senior girl, and says, wouldn't mind getting an upgrade to Sydney. And,
walks in or struts in?
Struts in, and in a white crispy shirt, walks in and says to the lady, wouldn't mind getting an upgrade to Sydney. And she said, yes, sir, there's one left. Would you like it? Bang, he's got it. And my girl's still scrounging around trying to find the flight number. Absolutely filthy. Filthy. And then he has the cheek to say to me, well, I should come before you, Brian, and all this sort of stuff.
Well, I got there, Damo.
Funny, that is all true.
I know.
And it's not one bit of mayo on
I came in.
Usually,
I'm on a different flight, so I wasn't actually concerned with what was going on necessarily upgrade-wise. So I came in after these two, and I sat down.
Brian,
body language, he was off into the corner.
and Duck's trying to talk to me and be all nice. And I'm going, asshole.
I'm thinking, what has happened since we got out of the car and everything was fine? We're sitting down.
you know what that is? That's karma. That's karma, Brian.
For what, Bill?
For all that negativity and nasty stuff you go on with, that's karma, Brian.
What
Sucked in.
negativity and nasty stuff?
I say sucked in. Well done, Duck.
How was Sydney, by the way? Did the game...
Wonderful. Not only that, then we got to the Sofitel Hotel in Sydney to spend the day, and I said to Duck, look, I've got to duck off for an important meeting. And off I went for the meeting. I said I'll be back at 1:30. Plenty of time for a little walkies. We'll go down to Circular Quay, around the Opera House, up to the Botanical Gardens, through Hyde Park, and everything could be really, really nice. And so I get back at 1:30. Plenty of time for the walk. I ring Duck as we planned. About 1:30, I'd give him a ring, go for the walk. Duck, you ready for the walk? No, I've already been.
He's put a flamethrower to you.
come on, we went and had lunch. I bought you lunch.
What do you do? Go for a little walkies?
I went and bought him lunch.
I go for a power walk.
He came down with the...
I'm a power
by the way,
Not the Lycra.
It was sunny but fresh. Came down with the little power walking shorts on. And you know what he's got now? The little weights. You know the...
No, Brian!
No, Brian! Brian!
That is not...
Be doing that, Bristol.
That is not...
Power walk. Oh, Brian.
Kath and Kim style.
Brian, you have Please, Brian.
A little bit of mayo.
I can just see him power walking. Oh, Brian.